With the big beautiful bill passing, we are seeing a Social Security increase of a $6,000 tax deduction. Probably heard about that. Also, if you haven't heard about the infamous email sent from the SSA via Trump saying that there are no taxes on Social Security.
Regardless of partisan perspective, as someone who's actually run the agency, you know how to make the damn thing work.
Yeah, actually, the fix to the long-term financial stability of Social Security is actually...
I'm going to play you that full video clip, let you know the latest of what's going on with that, give you some other Social Security updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate the Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So you probably already know about the tax break for seniors and how it includes a $6,000 deduction, not a no tax on Social Security, but a $6,000 deduction. Now, when it comes to this, there's been a lot of controversy, probably more than anything regarding Social Security, about the Social Security email. Let me know, have you received the Social Security email about the big beautiful bill? Well, it's been getting a lot of backlash. Now, I'm going to play a video clip that is giving a different perspective on this email, a negative perspective, but I want to let you know exactly what this email entails before I share that video. So, saying here, it's unusual for an agency to blast an overtly political message to its massive email list, which includes retirees and those who've signed up at their website. Saying the email claims that the spending bill eliminates federal income taxes on Social Security benefits for most beneficiaries. It says this elimination is in addition to providing an enhanced deduction for taxpayers aged 65 and older, ensuring that retirees can keep more of what they have earned. Now, there's where the confusion is. The bill does contain a temporary tax break for seniors who get enhanced deduction, but this will mean fewer seniors will pay taxes on benefits until 2028. So it does not eliminate taxes on Social Security benefits. So many people have said that, including myself. Yeah, we keep seeing emails and news blasts and everything like that saying that there are no taxes on Social Security. Well, that is not true, but take a listen to this video, give you more updates on what's going on.
Joining us now to help fact-check the administration, former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley. He served as the commissioner for the Social Security Administration during the Biden administration.
I promise we will get to the substance of the claims that are being made, but I just can't get over the fact that the Social Security Administration sent a blast email with what we can call a lot of misstatements, to be most generous. I don't remember receiving any emails from you.
No, you wouldn't have received those from me for a number of reasons. One of them is that we had an inspector general's office with a leader there who would have come down hard on me if I had done such a thing. And the other is we had career lawyers who would say, time out, you can't do that. When people signed up with their personal data for a MySSA account, they didn't sign up for political spam and in this case, I mean, it's just so... It is, brass balls or ovaries to see these same people that have worked so hard to damage the reputation of Social Security to now take our personal data and use it as a propaganda tool. It's appalling, and I'm sure people in the agency that are career people, it's a sad day for the agency they love.
I just, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, all the information that our seniors and individuals now coming into the system get. That application process is in and of itself, something that you have to navigate. And now they have the administration sort of on the back end, to your point, throw out this spam, this misinformation to seniors. What should American seniors know at this moment about what they get and what they don't get, how they're impacted under current policy, irrespective of what Donald Trump is out here telling them?
Right. As I visited Social Security reception areas all over the country, on those few occasions when people said to me, hey, I don't want to be paying taxes on my Social Security, when you started to peel back the onion, what they were actually talking about was the Medicare payments that are taken out of their Social Security. And you're going to see now, Governor, this huge number of people that now start calling the 1-800 number, which has such huge attrition rates and so many people quitting and leaving that they're now taking people out of the field offices and telling them they have to transfer to the 800 number. You're going to see people going into the Social Security offices because of this misleading statement that they now shouldn't be seeing any taxes taken out of their Social Security. And let's be clear about this. You know, when we sign up in that My SSA account, we're told only general communications would come to you. For example, when President Biden expanded to police, fires, and teachers, the difference in their benefits, that affected 3 million people. And the agency did email 3 million people, but it appears they emailed 64 million people, a much broader group for these propaganda purposes. It was done officially. It was done with the commissioner speaking in his official capacity, and it was factually incorrect, is going to drive up volume, is going to damage customer service, even more so than they already have by driving 7,000 people out of the agency.
I would like to put a finer point on it and say the Social Security Administrator lied when sending out that communication. Now, let me just say this. So on the campaign trail in 2024, Donald Trump said, I'm going to make sure that there are no taxes on Social Security. Never in any version of the bill that has now become law was there a provision that said there will be no taxes on Social Security in this bill. But Donald Trump has consistently said it anyway. I think he's saying it because he just wants to be able to say promises made, promises kept. Like, I said I was going to do it, and I told you I did it, so I did it. My question is this then. What are Democrats going to do? Is there a plan to cut some ads out there to say this is a lie? Because short of that, you have the largest bully pulpit available in America telling you one thing. The administrator of the Social Security Administrator, whom, if I'm on Social Security, why would not believe the administrator? Yeah. The administrator telling you the same thing the president is saying. How are folks who know this is a lie, Democrats especially, who would like to wrestle back power from this president and Republicans in Congress, how are you going to make sure that people know that this is a lie?
Well, I do think they've got, kind of too cute by half on this, because when seniors see their direct deposit or their checks and they see that there's still dollars being taken out of it, the Medicare dollars in particular, which is larger usually for, like I think 50% of seniors don't pay any taxes on Social Security to begin with, but they think they do because of the Medicare. So this is going to be a bit of a self-basting turkey from communication standpoint. It's going to cost.
Can I just say, and it's the commissioner, as you were the commissioner, not the administrator, but can I just say, what you just said sounds confusing. It sounds like, well, I don't understand then. What do they do? When the president is saying there's no tax on your Social Security benefits.
Can I tell you what I think might actually be more resonant with folks? The fact that we were already looking at 2033 for solvency, and the fact that now you're looking at 2032. I mean, because you framed this as seniors, but even mortgage millennials like myself like to think about the future of Social Security and whether or not it's going to be there for us to rely on.
And that was
taking it out my check.
And that was not mentioned in that email, was it? No mention of the fact that it advanced the depletion of the Social Security surplus by a year. Also did the same thing to Medicare. So there is no program that affects as many people as directly as Social Security does. I mean, yes, there's the post office, yes, there's the IRS, but so many people over 65 depend on that Social Security payment to be the difference between living with dignity or living under a bridge. So when they see, after hearing, this carnival barker, Donald Trump, who lies like other people chew bubble gum, say again and again and again, there's no taxes being taken out of your check. And then they see that it is, and then they wait for 3 hours in a depleted field office or wait for 2 hours on the 1-800 number. They're going to figure out the truth because it's going to be in the bottom line of their check and their direct deposit.
So to go a little bit deeper into Alicia's question for the generation that's now beginning to focus on what their retirement future looks like. You have the taxation of Social Security benefits starting back in like 1983, and that was to stabilize. And every time we turn around, everyone's talking about stabilizing Social Security. The numbers go down. You know, now we lose another year. It's going to be depleted.
Actually, it was pushed out under President Biden.
Well, no, it was pushed out, but I'm just saying that yo-yo is what I'm talking about. All right, so you have one administration that sort of advances Social Security a little bit further down the road, stabilize it into the future. You have another administration comes in, does some crazy stuff that sort of contracts that timeline. If you had the power and the authority, you've been inside that room, how do you stabilize Social Security going forward? What, regardless of partisan perspective, as someone who's actually run the agency, you know how to make the damn thing work.
Yeah, you know, actually, the fix to the long-term financial stability of Social Security is actually a fairly simple thing. Right now, since 1983, and every 30, 40 years, Congress makes some adjustment, since at least 1983, there is a cap on dollars earned that actually pay any percentage into Social Security. And once anyone, and it's adjusted for inflation, but once any American or family of four reaches $170,000, they stop paying into Social Security, which means somebody that makes $170 million pays the same $10,000 into Social Security as that family of four that made $170,000. So the longer term financial stability actually can be fixed. And the biggest part of that fix is to tell people in the income bracket of Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, hey guys, you need to keep paying into Social Security because it undergirds the very promise of America which is that no one who reaches their golden years should die in poverty, and no one who becomes disabled should have their children kicked to the curb and have to live under a bridge.
They're too busy using their disposable income to start third political parties.
Correct, and only one political party in this country at this moment seems to believe in what you just said, and it is not the Republican Party.
So what are your thoughts there? They obviously had a lot of negative things to say about this topic, but where do you stand with this? Agree, disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you something that you should really do. Like if you make a mistake, learn by experience and make mistakes. And I see you in the next video. Hi guys. Monster I breathe in. Don't say that. Hi guys. I wish them breathe and breathe. I could. Bye.
If you want more details about the $6,000 senior bonus, the tax deduction, you can click this video over here and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.